back to Berlin, Germany, after one of the most impressive and beautiful stomps that I've seen all year long. I'm joined by the king himself, Kaiser. My man, why was that game so easy?
I mean, I think everything just happened really quickly. Like, we won one dragon fight, and yeah, the game just snowballed off that. Like, I think it was like a 5-4-0, right? And at that point, we were so far ahead with like a scaling comp as well that I feel like they just didn't have a chance anymore because they just missed their window, right? Like, maybe if they won that fight, maybe the game would look differently, right? But yeah, I think at that point we just were too far ahead and we outscaled them, and we just
you could not have set me up better. You could not have set me up better because I actually have a replay of that exact dragon fight. Now the thing is, I don't necessarily want you to react like a pro player and analyze this to me because frankly, Team BDS just got airtime for days. What I want is your emotional response when you see this dramatic camera angle. When you watch this back, how does it feel, Kaiser?
I was actually really scared for Armut here, but I mean, look at this ult, actually, holy moly. I actually didn't even see it in game because I was so focused on like ulting him, and like I was like scared of his like HP bar, you know, like I was trying to keep him alive, but yeah, I mean, Armut played this fight extremely well. He got like a 4-man ult, I think, and yeah, that kind of just won us the game.
I'm actually so sad that nobody else at home was able to watch because I've got a giant Kaiser face over my shoulder. This is Berlin. The smile on his face watching that replay was fantastic. Now listen, let's talk a little bit about, you know, bouncing back from last week. In this game, you picked up 16 assists. I was like, that's amazing, that's incredible. Last week, you conceded 27 assists to Mercer, who has one of the most impressive support score lines. To bounce back from week 3, the break, and now, how are you and the Mad Lions feeling?
I mean, honestly, like this week was pretty rough for us in terms of scrims. We didn't really feel that comfortable on the patch, and I think we just tried something differently in competitive at least, and I think we just had to like kind of play our game, like we picked comfort, right? And I think it showed this game that we still can play a clean game, right, if we get ahead enough, and I think our early game was always like really good, right? And I think, for example, the Misfits game, it was kind of unfortunate that we lost it because I feel like the game was in our hands, right? Same with the Rogue game. I think we could have won those 2 games as well, and then maybe our scoreline would look a bit different, right? We would be maybe first place now. I don't really want to talk about the past, right? It's our mistake that we throw these games, so we can't really talk like that, but right? But yeah, I'm still really happy with our game today because it was really clean, and yeah, it was a confidence booster for sure.
No doubt about it. I really appreciate the way you framed that. Don't necessarily want to talk about the losses. It was a mistake on your side. I think that's very, very fair to say. It's a healthy mindset. Talking about today's win, the fans at home voted for Alyoya to be the player of the game. I sincerely hope I remembered that correctly. Let's talk about player of the game. How much bragging rights does that hold within the team?
Honestly, nothing much at all. We don't really talk about it too much, but because it's of course like a bit a fan favorite vote, right?
Yes.
I think Ayola played really good this game. Like he had multiple good kicks, so I think he deserves it this game.
Everybody did, Kaiser. The whole squad played well, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was mostly a team effort, right? Like everyone had his moments. So I think he deserves it, but I think everyone could have gotten it today.
Well, listen, Kaiser, I've got one last question for you. I'm in a very unique position where I have both Fnatic and Misfits setting up for their next game, meaning they can hear what you're saying, but you're not here. So, do you want to give me an unrestricted prediction of who's going to win this game and why?
Well, I mean, normally I would say Fnatic, right? But I think Misfits has shown time and time again that they can like come back from impossible situations, so I'm not really sure. I would still bank on Fnatic taking this win. I think they have better players, I would say, and I think they should be able to.
There was a smirk. There was a smirk when you said maybe Misfits. Yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Kaiser, congratulations, phenomenal performance. We'll see you here tomorrow. We're gonna head over to the analyst desk where Law's gonna carry on with the pre-match for Fnatic versus Misfits.